Heidi ho. Okay, so it was brought to my attention that I have not really given much attention to lower levels, you know, which is true. I really haven't done much on head strokes. This is also due to the fact that I was taught different head strokes than some, so I didn't really want to, do too much on the videos because I didn't want, to show anybody something I never really formally learned. Anyways, point is I was talking to somebody and they made me aware that I had nothing, and I was trying to explain it to her of how each stroke gets longer as the brow progresses, or as the head progresses. And I couldn't really explain the fact that it gets longer from excuse me, from both ends, right? So when we go when I do head strokes, I start one is small, and then I go top to bottom the next four, and then the fifth is the beginning of the transition, right? Sorry, that looks like a child drew it. Ooh. Whee! Okay, so, but with the standard head strokes, you're supposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And 4 is the only one that's supposed to touch top to bottom, right? So what I was thinking is a lot of people can't get past the fact that they don't all start on the bottom line and progressively get longer. They get longer from each end. So what I thought may be helpful, so let's just try this out, is if we drew a line through the center of your head, okay? Right down the middle. So this will give you a guide as to where your center of the head needs to be, or the center of each stroke, I should say. I'm sorry. So if we're going to start with our baby, the first baby, we're going to make sure the center of it is on the center line. Okay? So there's our baby. Now, the next one is going to go a little bit longer on the bottom, and the top. Do not start it on the line. So that's when I thought that this may come in handy, is if we did another baby and get a little longer, but what you can do is get into the stroke, and once you see that bottom part, you can get in there so you're not having double lines. Just make sure you're in the stroke and pull it down just a tad. Okay, now the third one, we're going to get longer again on both sides. Right there looks good. So look at the center of your line. Does that look like it's centered? Does it look like I've gone in the middle of both? And I'm looking, and it does. Somewhat. And then the fourth head stroke, we're going to go from top. This is the only one that goes from bottom to top. So, now, like I said, let's not use this. I am not, a master by any stretch of the imagination here. But the only thing that I could think of to describe it is if we have a center point. And if we have a center point where you can look directly at it and be like, okay, it still needs to be, you know, longer on one end, that's fine. But as long as we're not, all these strokes are not starting on the bottom for you, that's where we need to improve. Okay? So they're not supposed to go baby. A little longer. A little longer. And top to bottom. That is not what we want to do. Okay? So the best way, like I said, that I tried to explain it is let's put a midline in there so that you can gauge where your center is so that you know, hey, this only needs to get longer on the top, or it only needs to get a little longer on the bottom. You got to be more centered. Now, I am by no means a pro on these strokes at all. I don't ever do them. Obviously, you know me, it's nothing against anything. I just don't do them and was not taught that way. So I don't often, like I said, I don't make videos on them because I can't, fuck it, whatever. Okay, so that's what, just wanted to share. And I'm gonna go watch my Dave Matthews concert now. So I will talk to you guys later.